Tommy Robinson is running for public office. He's running to become one of the 8 members of the European Parliament from Northwest England. I think he's got a chance. Because of how the votes are counted, he can win with less than 10% of the vote. Election day is May 23rd, just 10 days from today. But tomorrow, guess what? Theresa May's Attorney General is taking Tommy Robinson to court. Tommy's being prosecuted for contempt of court again for the exact same incident last year when Tommy was reporting outside that courthouse in Leeds where a Muslim rape gang was being convicted. As you know, Tommy was thrown in prison improperly that day. Now, the Court of Appeal unanimously ruled that that arrest, his prosecution, his conviction, his sentence, his imprisonment, all of it was improper. So they released him from prison where he had spent nearly 10 weeks in solitary confinement. They practically starved him to death, too. First journalist in prison for contempt of court in nearly a century. Now, the Court of Appeal was scathing in its rebuke of the lower court, but now Theresa May's Attorney General wants to prosecute him again tomorrow for that same incident a year ago. Again, what, to send him back to prison again? Oh, and I'm sure it's a coincidence that this is happening barely a week before the election. This is outrageous, but I bet you haven't heard about this outrage from the mainstream media because they love it. They want Tommy thrown in prison, or worse. Frankly, I think some of them even want him killed. I've never seen any journalist anywhere in the free world as biased as the UK media is biased against Tommy. That's why I'm doing what I did last time. I'm bringing real reporters to London with me to cover Tommy's trial properly. I'll be there. Our young journalist Jessica will be coming too. Andrew Lawton, who did such a great job last time, fan favorite, he's coming. Pardes Saleh from Washington, D.C., she's coming. She used to be with Mediaite. Cassandra Fairbanks, outstanding journalist from Washington's Gateway Pundit, she's coming. My friend Jordan James from Politicalite is coming down from Manchester. We're paying his train fare. We paid for Avi Yamini's flight from Melbourne, Australia, too. He's already landed in the UK. And we'll be bringing along 2 cameramen also. So that's 9 people by my math, 9, with one mission only: to tell the truth that the British media won't. We'll just report it like it is. We'll just report the facts. Because the British media aren't real reporters these days. They're left-wing activists who hate Tommy. We're bringing real reporters. And Tommy tells me that this is actually the most important thing we can do for him right now. Here's what he said.
First of all, Ezra, thank you for organising real reporters from across the world to come over and report on my court trial. You know how important it is. To all my supporters, we know how important it is. I need reporters here because the British media, we've seen what they do. Look at my election campaign so far. They lie. They just lie to the public. So a big thank you to everyone who can support it. And if you can't support my election campaign because you're not in the UK, you can do so via real reporters. So anyone who can support it, please, I need the reporters here telling the truth to show what's going on in my court trial.
Thanks, Tommy. As you know, Tommy's running for office, but he can't accept donations from anyone who's not a British citizen. So if you want to help Tommy and you're not British, this is the best way to do it, to help support independent journalists who will give Tommy a fair shake. You don't have to be a British citizen, you just have to care about freedom. And at least one of our reporters, Jessica, is going to stay on for 2 more weeks and cover Tommy's campaign too. Now, all of our people are traveling on the cheapest flights we could find. No one is traveling fancy. 3-star hotels or less. No one is getting paid a fee. It's just covering cheap travel to get to the courthouse. Can you please help? Go to realreporters.uk. Theresa May is doing everything she can to harass Tommy. This contempt of court prosecution, it's frankly a disgrace. It's outrageous, but the mainstream media love it because they hate Tommy with a fury. That's why we have to be there. I'll be there with my friends. We'll give you the facts, but please help me cover the costs. For the 9 of us, flights, cheap hotels, taxis, train fare, that kind of thing. For 9 people, I think it's going to wind up costing about $30,000. That's about £20,000. Please help me help Tommy. Thanks. If you can, chip in $5, £10, whatever. Please go to realreporters.uk. Number 1 thing you can do to help Tommy is give him a fair, balanced press. The UK media won't do it, so we have to. Go to realreporters.uk and help me come to London with 9 reporters to report on Tommy's trial properly.